comes Hydroxide with the last-ditch effort, and Hot Rod with...
He blocks, so Hulax wins. Oh, they get a return! Get it up in here, and again, they are getting him. No, not. Oh! He's oh, a big return!
Oh, man. I love esports!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Tribes Ascend channel, brought to you by Hi-Res Studios. And we are here tonight as North American Tribes Season 2 is underway. It's launch week for the Pro League, and we are in the group stages. And tonight we've got a fine game for you between Texas Militia and Team Knightron. I'm Winners with the One, and I'm here with Helemar on the camera and remiCs on the mic alongside me. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm doing great, man. I'm glad to be here. I'm excited for these games coming up. I know a lot of these players on both teams, and I'm excited to see what kind of games they could put up.
Yes, indeed. Lots of good storylines in tonight's game. Texas Militia, their leader, Texas Redneck, has been under some health issues, and I believe he is home from the hospital. So he is hopefully watching tonight. So shout out to Texas Redneck and all his crew. And they are going to try to win one for him tonight, but they are going to have a tough time doing so because this is a very solid team they are up against. Team Knightron is a, I believe it was Internap and Hulag's Wins remix that have combined together to form the Voltron that is Knightron. And a formidable group of people here.
Oh yeah, I mean those two teams individually, without combining here, could put up a fight against the best of teams. So, and I mean a really good fight, if not take some maps off of. So I'm excited to see what they can put together here as a team. Texas Militia's been together for a little while longer, so chemistry is definitely going to come into play. But I expect really good games coming out of these two teams.
Absolutely, and we'll go ahead and take a look at your starting lineups. Texas Militia will be playing as the red team: Blood Eagle, Big Bad Bert, I Hunted, Oh Snap 2192, Boots with the Fur, Dump Truck Mario, the Nazman, and Hotwire. And on the blue team, Diamond Sword, it's Knightron rocking those new Sir tags. Gotta love that. Sly, Smog, GST 800, Reddish Blue, Swordfish, Rinse Wind 1, and Frances. And so, yes, some good players on both sides, man.
Oh yeah. I want the action to get underway, man. I can't wait to see what these teams, especially on this map too. This map is one of those maps that can, some teams might be great on others, but this might have trouble with this map. So it's gonna be exciting to see what they put together for this map and the maps to follow too.
Yes, it is. The way the flag stands are set up and, just the layout of the map. We've seen some teams struggle with it and some teams do quite well. So I expect both these teams to come out swinging, though, because it's the Pro League and it's 4 points. We'll be playing 3 maps tonight. Each map counts for a point, if I understand correctly. So it's all on the line here, and we are about to get started, and the clock is starting now.
Oh yeah, here we go. It's live. I'm paying attention now to who's rolling out on offense and what they're setting up on defense. Interesting to note is they're really spread out over on the new team side. Their tag throws me off. Nitrons, yes. Right before this, they were team to be determined, so we were expecting to say the winner is to be determined and so forth on. So this is a new name change. So yes, but some familiar faces among this new team, and there's Swordfish putting on pressure. Slice is going to come in, and they are going to try to make a run here, but no, here comes Mog.
and he's going to get free with this one. And full health. Oh, the little bit of a snipe shot gets him, but not too much damage, and he's on his way back. This appears to be the only flag loose in the field, and he is looking pretty good here as Texas Militia giving some chase now. Boots with the fur, putting some chain fire down. He's down to about half health now, but he's coming in. Hotwire is going to go for an E-grab here, possibly. No, he's not going to make it in time. The cap is made, and that's the first point on the board for Team Knightron.
That was textbook from Team Knightron there. You know, they had perfect clear, and here's a regrab from Reddish right now, actually, as I'm speaking about it. They had perfect clear there for their capper, you know, and even on defense, they cleaned it up really, really clean. Safe home to come to. So, yeah, that was textbook clear and cap.
And a textbook juggernaut grab by Reddish Blue, but it doesn't go too far, but it is going to be returned, and it does buy them some time to set up again. We are very early on, and with an early 1-0 lead, they are looking good so far. Texas Militia is going to have to do something quickly as Mog is quickly grabbing the flag again. And a little bit more chain fire coming at him this time now. Boots with the fur in close pursuit again. It looks like I Hunted is there as well. And he's going to get taken out. That was Boots with the fur that got him. And he's going to bring this one back. And it's going to remain at 1-0 at least for the time being.
Yeah, I was actually excited to see if they were going to time another. I saw Reddish over there on the other side of the map. It looked like he was out there with a grab, actually. Texas Militia is here. Dump Truck Mario is out clean.
Yes, he is, and looking good. There doesn't appear to be anybody around. Reddish Blue is going to be his only attacker here, as he is taken out on the stand. So now there's Swordfish. They're going to have to deal with him. Dump Truck Mario coming in now. Mog and Swordfish there. Are they going to get him in time? Oh. Nazman picks it up. Slice drops it now, and wow, the return is made, but the flag is still in contention here. Boots with the fur is going to try to get it up and in, and he is there. Is he going to get it? Yes, he is, and this game is tied.
It's tied
big
up.
Battle back and forth there.
Did you see that mid-air there by Swordfish on the stand to prevent the cap? He almost got the return,
yes,
too. That was
crazy.
Very close.
Swordfish, a very solid player, of course, and a great streamer. I haven't seen him stream as much lately, man. I used to see his stream going all the time.
He's getting into the deep meta of Tribes Ascend, I feel.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, I'm just messing around a little bit, but, you know, he's probably just practicing hard or you know, got other stuff going on. I used to enjoy watching him stream at times, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A veteran of several teams, and I believe he is the captain of this team, if I'm not mistaken. But any one of these guys definitely has the experience. And we are still at 1-1, and so far some pretty good movement on offense and defense for both teams. And Mog is going to get a grab here, but it is popped and dropped. And the flag is bouncing loose. Look at it now. Who's going to get to it? Slice is there, but no, he is taken out. And so the flag is just going to sit around and return on the other side, and they're just going to camp this one and keep it off the base. And that's always a good strategy.
That's the one way to keep it safe, you know, when you know where it is, you can put it in a safe place from the fast cap, you feel a little safer than usual. But yeah, no, I had to mention that Boots with the fur had a nice Knightron there. He had 2 LO on him, plus he took damage coming in from the capper, and he was still able to get that Knightron there all alone. So yeah, that was nice play by him.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty good work on defense this whole time. And now we'll start to see both teams begin their crash efforts here. Again, Swordfish and Slice putting pressure on Big Bad Bert and Boots with the Fur. Here now comes Reddish Blue as well. And they are doing a pretty good job of keeping them occupied on the stand. And again, as you say, textbook is a good word for it, because Mog is going to come in with another grab, and they're going to get him completely clean free here with this one, although he does changed a little bit of a direction here. Oh, that took him down. Big snipe shot there, and another, and he is going to go down, and this flag is loose in the field.
He lost a little bit of speed there on the exit, and unfortunately, because the sniper misplay there. The sniper actually wasted a little bit of energy on his first couple of shots and was unable to connect. But because he slowed down a little bit there, he was able to finish him off. They're still walking it slowly.
Up. and punts it loose, and this one will probably be returned, and it is. And the only flag loose in the field is just kind of sitting next to the base. So again, not much happening, as it is still 1-1. But a lot of battling going on between these teams. We'll see. It's still kind of anybody's right now. I was looking at the betting on natribes.com, and it's about 10-1 Shazbuck wise in favor of Knightron. So Texas Militia, some underdogs here, but they're standing tall so far.
Yeah, they have the advantage of being able to build some team chemistry right now. That's one of the most important things. As I speak, actually, I'm looking at another one of those textbook clears here. If you notice, not everybody has to die, but what they're doing is encouraging them to look their way, the LOR, encouraging them to look their way and also engage them. Loosening up the stand a little bit, allowing for the cap to get through. I actually don't know. Where did Bog go? Did he get sniped out? I must have missed it.
Sure, if you can pull their attention away at the right time, yeah, and that's the sign of a good offense there. But right now, the Texas Militia stand, they have managed to clear everybody out. So they're going to have to reset, Knightron is, and looks like the same on the other side. Hotwire is putting pressure on Frances at the moment, or actually he's stealthing around in that infiltrator suit and going to battle with GST on the hill here and try to loosen up the sniper a little bit, which is always also a good strategy, especially on maps like this where the sniper has a lot of room to see people and line up his shots.
Absolutely. One thing that they could try, maybe we'll see it come out of one of these teams, is the double cap option. So, one can soak up the damage, the other one can go ahead and get a, free run out of it without sniper harassment. Hopefully.
And there goes Swordfish, or Sir Swordfish. I love how that works with it's K-N-I-G-H-T, Knightron, a little pun going. As Dump Truck Mario gets a grab and a quick one on the other side. This one is knocked away from Swordfish. He's taken down. Big return there. And Dump Truck Mario could have a chance as a result, coming back to the stand now. Looking pretty good for him as he's still way back there and up in the air, coming down to it as Mog is going to get there before he does get the grab for Knightron and get away. And
that was a cowboy by Mog. That was actually a pretty big play.
Yes, indeed, because they were on their way back. But Mog with the quickness gets it back around, and we could possibly be looking at a stand, maybe not a standoff here, because there is pressure coming in on Boots with the fur with the flag. He's going to drop this, and they do get a return. So here is a chance for Mog coming in on the stand. He's got to deal with Hotwire, who's going to e-grab it now, and he quickly dies. They are going to time this and return it. Aren't they? Reddish Blue gets the return, and Mog gets the cap, and that makes it 2-1 after a little delayed effort there. But that's all they needed to go up one here. It's still lots of time left on the clock, 15 minutes, and Slice keeping it going with the grab on the other side here for Knightron.
Yeah, it's dropped there in the field. They got control of it now. To that return, I actually want to talk a little bit about. They had control over there on the hill. The only thing that it's kind of hard to see when you're in the game, because you don't know who could be sneaking up behind you. But if that flag carrier dropped back a little bit behind his teammates, the flag wouldn't have dropped right there on the side of the hill where it was easier return for that one guy that was alive still. All he had to do was fall back a little bit. He had the least amount of health, and he was out front a little bit there, so it allowed for a return there.
Slice is going to go ahead and take this one off the stand, but not very far. He was kind of waiting to drop it for Mog, it looks like there, as the return is made. Nope, it's bouncing loose, and it's down on the side of the base here. Dump Truck Mario is going to get a grab for Texas Militia now, and Swordfish drops it on the other side. How's Dump Truck Mario doing? Pretty good. He's got 620 health and avoiding some of the snipe fire. Now the terrain is going to help him a little bit as he comes around, but he's going to be running right into some of these Knightron guys as they are coming in as well. Here comes Mog looking for a grab possibly, or they're just going to try to stop him here. Dump Truck Mario is taken down. The flag is bouncing loose. Who's going to get to this one first? It's going to be returned So now the only flag out in the field is, where is it? It's just sitting there again. This is right there by the base, and it's going to be returned as well. 2-1 still, as the generators are both down for each team, and Knightron is nursing that 1-point lead as we get to about the halfway point of this round.
Yeah, I'm actually like pretty interested. Like, it's interesting how a lot of the battles, and there's just a lot going on the sides of the map. You see a lot of engagements on the sides, and teams slowing each other down and stuff like that. It's really nice to see these guys go head to head like this. Actually, I haven't seen it played this way.
Yeah, on this map in particular, it's pretty interesting. And here's Dump Truck Mario with the grab once again for Texas Militia. Mog with the grab almost simultaneously on the other side for Knightron. He is taken down, though, as that flag is sitting there. Mario is looking good at the moment and coming back. Swordfish is going to pick it up for Knightron and try to advance this one. Rincewind and Reddish Blue are waiting there for Mario, and Slice coming over the hill as well. They're going to try to dislodge this now. He's going to pass it to Big Bad Bert. Almost a mid-air return there, and almost twice they are stopped from returning this one. Reddish Blue now coming in. He's taken out by I Hunted, who got him with the snipe shot, and they're going to hang on to this one. And on the other side, Mog's got it, and so we may be perhaps looking at a standoff. I keep thinking we might, and then the way these guys are playing, it just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. That actually didn't play out as planned for them. They had control of the flag in the field there, and if it was a clean return and from the capper and also a clean return for the flag, it might have gone differently. But Swordfish was able to swoop in there and grab the flag, extending this a little bit for them. So here we are in the standoff.
And we'll see how many they push towards the flag to try to break it. Here comes Hotwire, Nazman, Boots with the Furrow, Snap. They are all coming in to try to get the Knightron flag as the return is made now. Here's a chance. Perhaps it's a GST. Oh, he's almost got taken out there. And who's going to get the franchise? Out of nowhere, picks it up. Lots of hassle coming in, though, and he manages to take them both out. A double kill with the flag in his hand. Nice individual play by Frances, and now comes back to a friendly stand, and this is looking very like a 3-1 lead, and there it is.
That was so close. That came down to the last few chains between Frances there, and I didn't catch the name of who he was shaying out there, but they were both so low. It came down to the last two chains there. Frances was able to pull it out.
Yes, very, very nice. When you can kill a couple of players and still get the flag cap, that's a good day.
Absolutely.
About 10 minutes left here in this thing, unless they score 7 points, which is, I don't know, you can bet your Shaz bucks on that, maybe, whether we'll go to a cap out or not. As both these teams, Texas Militia hanging with them at first, but now down by 2. They're going to have to adjust a little bit here and try to win one for the Redneck. As both teams are setting up and coming in on their runs, we'll see again Mog with the grab for Knightron, not to be determined, I mean, but as he comes in, he's getting some chain fire from Snap there. Nazman on the other side of the hill also putting pressure on, and his speed is sending him past them, and he's around, and again, the terrain really works well for the cappers here because you can use that to duck and cover a little bit. What a return! A big play in midair stops a sure point, and wow, how about that one? Woo! Hot wire.
Oh, that was a huge play coming out of him there. I saw him there. I didn't think he was gonna be able to position himself correctly, but he got it out. He got it done. That was great work.
HOTW1RE, hotwire.com. What a play. And that's going to keep us at 3-1. Wow, some pretty big plays so far, Remix, for this first round.
Yeah, man, it's actually been pretty exciting. the score doesn't show how active it has been. And if you take a look, man, geez, I'm just really paying attention to how they spread out. They're almost taking like two different sides of the map here. They've kind of like claimed their territory. I've just still paying attention to the little battles that are going on the side. Here comes a clear out of Knightron. Mog's on the way in about 5.
Yes, their clear is really looking good and has throughout the whole game, and that's always a plus, as Mog is going to get loose with it, and looks like he got sniped once, now twice. That one also hit him. Wow, he's down to 115 health, and now he's getting into a safer part of the map. Dump Truck Mario is, oh nope, he's gonna suicide out, it says, yes, and Slice is going to pick this one up. Dump Truck Mario with a grab for Texas Militia though, and he's going to be heading back and looking pretty good on health wise, it appears, as Slice is battling it out with Boots with the Fur. Mog and Frances are going to come in to help him, and they are going to clear out the opposition. And meanwhile, let's see who has it on the other side here. It's Dump Truck Mario still, and he's up on the hill here and taking his time with it, because now we do head into once again a standoff, it would appear.
Swordfish on the way in here. Not able to do much. He was there alone. He didn't have teammates to join him there, but yeah, we're in another standoff now. It's pretty impressive how these cappers have been able to save certain plays with just, all these cowboy caps and just sneaking in, some good routes coming out of these cappers here.
Yeah, you think it's a function of the map, or?
I think that it's hard to spot, and also, if you look at it, the cowboys that are actually getting out, it's on the opposite side. Like, normally when a cowboy gets out in this game that I've seen, there's a cap loose on the other side. They're all looking towards the flag or their teammate coming home, and it's just the other side is not being watched by, because everybody's worried about, chase on the capper and all that. So yeah, I think they just gotta maybe communicate that a little more, try to pay attention to it.
Yeah, well, the longer this standoff goes, the more it works in the favor of Swordfish and the guys at Knightron. But a return is made, though. Here's a possible chance, as who's got that flag? Oh, no, they both got returned. Wow. Couldn't be in two places at once, but they were. And we're going to reset the flags with 6.5 minutes left. Still 3-1.
Still, if you could give me a second, I'm actually trying to turn my mic up just a little bit here.
Absolutely. And somebody's saying good game already. I think they may be a little facetious there, as still lots of time left on the clock to move this thing, as we see both teams send in their offense. Here comes Hotwire and Oh Snap. We'll see how they do against Frances, GST, and Rincewind. All there waiting for them, as they are going to battle it out now, as looking for probably Dump Truck Mario will be coming any time now. Swordfish with the grab on the other side for Knightron, and he's just going to take this one straight up Route 1, right down the middle, as he's taking some chain fire, and he may be looking to punt it off to somebody here, perhaps. No, he's not going to need it. He's going to go ahead and do this himself. Joe Boo, he does it himself, and Swordfish is going to get the cap and make it 4-1 as we tick down 5.5 minutes. It's starting to look pretty good for Knightron in this first round. As we look for both teams will be setting up now. No chain grab imminent, as Texas Militia is sending people in, and the Knightron guys are at about halfway there. And don't forget, you can wager on these games with real Shazbuck money at natribes.com. If you haven't already, we encourage you to go register and check it out. As right now, most of the people have bet their money on Knightron, but you can't count out Texas Militia. And I don't just say that as a Texan. So, and also, again, we want to shout out to Texas Redneck, and we are glad he is home from the hospital and doing well. And of course, I'm sure not having him on the team tonight does affect their chemistry a little bit here. Now, Dump Truck Mario with the grab, as Mog is coming around for Knightron, and they are going to meet each other at midfield here, and the courtesy of passing each other by and continuing on. And it's looking good for both of them as they come back to their stands. Here comes Swordfish and Rincewind to try to put some pressure on Mario, though, as you see Texas Militia is backing up to put some defense on them, as it's going to be passed over to GST. Here comes Swordfish and Rincewind. There is a conk. It's going to bounce loose. Swordfish is the only one left, and Oh Snap is there to pick it up. And now Slice is coming in and looking for a grab. Mog with the pickup on the other side. Hotwire is the only Texas Militia guy in the vicinity. He may be looking to do one of those stealth infiltrator kind of things and pick that thing up. So, Are you there,
Sorry
man?
about that. I'm back.
No
Sorry about that. Yeah, it looks like they're both setting up now. Now it's probably going to be, whoever could do the return more efficiently, more coordinated, and ensure the return here, because they're both kind of starting at the same time, should be the next cap here. So if Texas Militia wants a chance, they really want to try to get this return as soon as possible.
And in the late stage of the game, we do see the vehicles come out. Frances in the Shrike, and he is providing some overwatch for this standoff here. And again, the standoff is definitely favoring the guys at Knightron. They are in no hurry because they are up by 3, and we are under 3 minutes left here. And looking at where Texas Militia has it, they're up by the creativity wall up here on the hill, and Rincewind is going to come in and try to take this thing away. He is taken down as, now they're going to just send the Shrike in and try to dislodge it, but no dice there, as Freaky would say.
He's gonna wait a little longer for his teammates to get under him. That's
Sure.
what the strike forces for you to look up and actually worry about it, and then it allows your teammates to have a little more breathing room in trying to get the return. Francis was actually helping on defense there just to clean up Texas Militia's offense, but then he went straight across the field right after it was clear.
Yeah, I have to keep remembering the name Knightron. It's like they don't have to worry about this stuff in pro sports. They're playing the Miami Heat. What? But the Shrike does do its thing, and Frances does get the roadkill, and they get a return here. So where is the other flag? It is coming in, I would assume.
Right side of the hill, the flag is loose,
There
but
it
there's
is.
nobody here. It does buy time for everybody else. If you see there's three players coming across the field here, midfield. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it here.
No, they're not, as Mog has got plenty of escort, and they're going to get the cap, and that's the nail in the coffin, at least in this first round, as it's 5-1 now. Knightron with a very firm lead. They will get at least 1 point to add to their totals in the group stage, as this is the first week of NA Tribe's Season 2 group stage. So every point counts. Each map counts for a point. And then I believe remiCs' team is at the top of those standings right now, as a matter of fact.
Oh, for now, man. But it's Tribes. Anything can happen. You know the old saying, man. Any given Sunday, it's the same for Tribes. Any given day. That teams are good enough now that any team can take a game off any other team, and these two are included in that conversation.
I agree, man. That's one of the things I've really been impressed with. It's not, you can't just pencil in your winners all the time. There is a little bit more parity as far as evening out. And some of that is because there's been movement among the teams, with their personnel and so forth. But also I think it's just the strength of the community, and especially as we get into this second season here after a good solid year of tourneys and events, much of which these guys were all involved in. Hotwire's going to pick one up, but it's all just pretty much not going to matter, as 8 seconds, 7 seconds, this thing is going to go to Team Knightron for the first round, and we will advance to, I think, Katabatic is our second map.
I think it is too. They fighting to the end, both teams. Texas Militia is not willing to give up or bend in any way, and judging on the way that the game played out, it could have went in their favor if they were able to cap those few flags that they lost to players making big plays, so if they, maybe take their time a little bit on these returns and sort of group up before heading, towards the stand or facing any offensive players there, they might be able to, get a better chance at winning these.
Yes, indeed, man. We'll see if they have some new strategies to roll out on Katabatic, and if they make any changes in the lineup on either side too. I know there are quite a few people on the roster for Knightron, so I don't know if they'll be bringing people in or if they'll be keeping their starting 7 from this first round.
Yeah, we'll have to find out. Did you see? I'm sorry, I have to mention Reddish Blue, man, doing work on that map. He had like double the kills of anybody on the map. Wow.
Reddish Blue, pretty good, yeah. I mean, he's one that I've seen him play live at QuakeCon and seen him here, and he gets it done, yeah, definitely.
I can speak to, his abilities too. He's not chasing kills. He's a smart player. He's making sure that those kills are important kills. So yeah, he's doing tremendous amounts of work here. Yeah, man, this is going to be an exciting map. Judging, it's a more standard map. Both teams probably a little more used to playing this map. So, who knows what... I don't think you could judge off the first map what we might see out of the second map here.
And Knightron will be bringing in their secret weapon, Janksaur, it appears, as Mixed Trash will be brought in as a sub on the other side for Texas Militia. So both teams electing to bring in a new player. And Mixed Trash with 192 ping, but we'll see if that affects him here on Katabatic.
That is interesting, actually. I'm not sure what his position is. Would he be a capper by any chance? Okay, he is a capper.
He appears
actually
to be a Pathfinder, yeah.
Yeah, so high ping. Capping is actually, it's not the worst of positions. Hopefully there's not as many standoffs as there was last map, because that's when ping does become important. But we'll see how they play it out. I'm excited to see if they run double caps on this map. Katabatic is infamous for double, sometimes even triple cap.
Yeah, we've seen high ping work in the favor of cappers quite a bit before, and of course the international superstar Playboy Matt, and he's known for that. But we'll see if it makes a difference here in this second round. As the first one, if you're just joining us, went to Team Knightron, which is a new team based on old teams. Hulags Wins and Internap fused together to form this new team, which up until airtime was called To Be Determined, and I was under the impression that might actually be their name, but they've gone with Knightron, which I like, and they are using the Sir tag, and you'll see Texas Militia is using the Red tag in honor of Texas Redneck, and we hope he gets well soon.
Okay. See, I didn't get that. I didn't know that that's why they were using them. I'm sitting here wondering, like, why red? I'm not going to ask.
Because they're the red team? Yeah, well, it's like yeah, wearing the armbands or something for us.
No, I've known a few teams. I actually sometimes want to call them Redemption. Old games that I played, I see red, and I just think of something else automatically. Texas Militia. Hopefully I don't mess that up.
And happy birthday to Player 3 and everybody celebrating birthdays out there in the Tribes community. It seems like every day is somebody's birthday, and it seems that way for a reason, I suspect. And both teams come out now, and we will see the offense set up for both teams as they reach midfield and start their push. And similar defensive setups, your standard Katabatic kind of thing. Although we don't see as much, there's Frances is going to be the Hoff, it looks like, as he's got the force field set up on the stand there. And now we're starting to see more going less from the Hoffs and more just to guys throwing a conch down as people go by, man. I see that a lot now. As we look at the attack now, here comes Mog, and he's going to get away with this one. Looking good as he is passing through and around the rib cage now. Mixed Trash ahead of him. I don't know if he sees him. And Dump Trunk Mario is on the other side getting a grab for Texas Militia. He has got a couple of guys in hot pursuit of him there. As we'll see if somebody turned there. Mixed Trash does see him, and he's going to turn around and put some pressure on Mog. But Mog's still at 1,400. He is soldier capping, and so that gives him a little bit of extra health to play with, and he's going to need every bit of it as he is battling with people here. Frances now clears out mixed trash. Here comes Hotwire, and he's going to try to do the sneaky thing. He almost got a return as the pass was made. So close.
Looking rough for Texas Militia.
They knew how close that was. The return is made, though, and now Frances is going to come in and get the cap to start it off 1-0. As the first point goes on the board to the Sirs.
Yeah, these guys don't mess around. He's another grab here, right?
Yes, indeed. Just keeping it going with the chain grab. And he's going to punt it down the middle, and they are going to, this one is in contention now. Big Bad Bird overshoots it there. He's looking for the return. Hotwire gets it and makes the return underneath about 3 guys. They had to really work for that one, but they got it, and they stopped a second point from going on the board. They were on their way back. So now we will start to see both teams kind of regroup and set up again. And only 1 point on the board so far, and that's in the hands of Knightron.
Yeah. That was actually pretty clutch there because he was the last one in the area. A dump truck is actually out here. Clear. No, he's getting some snipes here. He's pretty low. There's some chase.
And he's going to at least get some distance on this punt, but there's Reddish Blue, who's quickly going to return this. And both flags reset. 22 minutes left on the board now as Texas Militia is finishing off the remainder of the clear. Mog does get it, but it's pop to drop. This one is going to bounce loose. Oh, Snap is going to get it. Oh, Snap, he gets it right before Janksor comes in. And again, the flags reset, but that was a very brisk turn of events there. Almost trying to get that loose after a lot of his guys had already gone down on the clear.
Yeah. Very close. The Knightron was there, though. They had two in the area. So, yeah, they were able to get the Knightron there. Negate that run. But they are running double cap now, I've noticed. Swordfish is one of them. He's about to grab. He's actually out. They didn't notice him at all.
Yes. Yeah, double grab always works good on this map, man. That's one of those historic things, that whether it's the ghost runs or the cross runs. But Swordfish in the Pathfinder at about half health and good speed coming in. Big Bad Bert is going to stop this with an E-grab, and he's being chased by Rincewind now, who conks it loose. The flag is bouncing. They're going to try to get the return here so he can get on the stand. Oh, Hotwire with another big play, and he's going to, no, Mog tries to go for it, drops it, and there's the return, and wow, that point is another one that could have been and is not. And so, again, some great individual efforts here, stopping these things from happening. We're down to about 20 minutes now. The only flag out in the field is returned now by Rincewind. So both flags are sitting on the stand. And, wow, a lot. Again, it's kind of like the last map, man. A lot of is happening back and forth between these guys. But so far, it's not translating to points on the board due to some great defense.
Yeah, the crash here is very strong for both teams. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't only a great return there from, Hotwire. Big Shonka had to get that, or Big Bad Bird, I'm sorry, had to get that grab, that E-grab, and then he kept it alive for so long, just killing whoever was trying to return it. On the other side, Mog is out
Mog. He's taking that middle route, a nice little bounce off the side of the mountain, and he's coming in. He's going to get this cap and make it 2-0 with a nice play there. And just putting on the speed and getting in and getting stuck in and getting that point. So 2-0 now.
Yeah, the double cap here is paying off. Actually, they were running ghost routes there on that last run. Dump truck is out actually through the mid here. Pretty clear. There's no There's no Knightron on the other side of the field. This is actually Jankster is the only one in position to make a play here. Let's see if he can do it.
He's coming in, and the flag is dropped. Here's a chance on Boots with the Fur coming in and getting the cap. He almost got it taken away, but he manages to get in before these guys could get at him. Reddish Blue is still there putting pressure on, but a nice play by Texas Militia, and they get one back on the board. It is 2-1.
That was so close. The awareness on the the defense on stand was huge there. It played a huge role in actually capping that flag.
Mog quickly taken out on the stand before he can get very far with that one. And both flags are going to reset. They are sitting on the stands now. And we are at about 18 minutes left in this particular game. And the first round went to Knightron. And they are up by 1 right now, and it's still anybody's game, of course, as Texas Militia seems to have found their footing a little bit on this particular map. They are, especially, wow, just some of these plays we've seen on Hotwire. How about Hotwire? And Boots with the Fur. He's battling it out with Reddish Blue right now on their stand. Reddish Blue is going to take him out, and they'll be looking to come in on their routes now. I see Mog coming in, Reddish Blue trying to hold the stand down as the Texas Militia guys respawn, and they are all over him now, so he may not, he does get loose with this in traffic, still not much health, down to 402, but he is able to get free with it, and he's going to punt it over the hill, which is a good thing, as Dump Truck Mario is coming in, and he's going to push this one over the cave at least, and they're going to have to go retrieve it. Janksor does, and Rincewind gets the cap, and it's 3-1 now. Swordfish with a chain grab, though, on the other side, going to try to keep this going. It is quickly taken out of his hands, though, and it's going to sit right there on the base. Now off it. They're just going to kind of kick it around a little bit, but still some nice plays there, and 3-1 as Knightron goes up by 2.
Yeah, nice block there. By Big Bad Bird, actually. Nice stop, and being aware of the fact that they might have a second cap setting up while they were capping that one on the other side. Which was a nice conversion, actually, allowing for that to be a possibility, because Swordfish was pretty close while they were trying to cap the flag on the other side there.
Yeah, these guys have really been getting it done as far as their crash. As I see Reddish Blue and Janksor trying to clear the way as Mog coming in once again, and he doesn't have much health. Wow, very little health, and there's one snipe shot, another one will take him out, and he's going to suicide punt this, and it goes quite a ways. That's going to help him out quite a bit, although it is stuck in the rib cage right now, and we will see who gets there first. It will be a race to this flag now. Reddish Blue is there. Mixed Trash is going to pick it up for Texas Militia, and he's doing that high route up and over the mountains as he is, Mog picks it up for Knightron. I keep hesitating before Knightron. And Mixed Trash is coming back to the stand now. He's going to have to deal with Swordfish and Janksor.
Yeah. Knightron's trickery, man. Changing their name literally before the match. It's definitely threw me off, too. But here we go. Another standoff.
Yes, indeed. So we'll see the flags kind of be passed back and forth. And here's Janksor. He's going to try to do some sneaky stuff here as Dump Truck Mario is there. Hotwire.
Oh, man. He almost had that. That was so close, dude. So low. He almost had that. It's unfortunate he'd have at least one other teammate to distract while that was going on, because he definitely would have got it.
Yes, that infiltrator position, man, it's crazy. And we're seeing Janksor. He was spotted by Big Bad Bert on the other side trying to do something similar, but he is taken down. And so both teams will set up now to try to get this thing out. Now Frances drops this one, and he's just letting Mog pick it up. Boots with the Fur coming in. He's taken out by Frances, who's been pretty good on the trigger today, and takes him out. So both teams will kind of have to reset here. Nope, there's Hotwire lurking like a shark.
I'm watching
there, just waiting. He's wanting to do that APC thing where he just kind of sneaks in and get that infiltrator return.
Oh, he wants to dive in.
Now they see him though, as they're going to start putting a little bit of pressure on Frances, looking for him. He's just kind of he knows he's out there. It's like the Predator. He's just kind of shooting, out there where he's at. And they do conk this out. Oh snap is there. Oh snap, they get a return.
Huge return.
So that is big. And now Big Bad Bert with a pickup on the other side. Janksor is going to grab it and get loose for for the Sirs. As Mixed Trash with a drop on the other side. Boots with the Fur is battling it out here in the ribcage with Janksor, and he's going to take him down and get the return. So here's Big Bad Bert coming into a clean stand, gets the cap to make it 3-2. Texas Militia gets a point back, and now only down by 1 with 13-37. Very elite play from both teams.
That 1v1 there between Jankster and who was it that got the return?
On the other side, that was Boots with the Fur. It was a one-on-one battle there with Jangsor.
Yeah, that was actually really important. It was close to a spawn point there, but so Jankster might not have realized how important it was, expecting just somebody else to pop up out of nowhere. But yeah, that would have bought a lot more time if he was able to win that battle there.
Yeah, generally you see the teams kind of meet you at midfield and try to push it in. I know, like I saw the old dead stop style, where you just try to team effort push it across.
Yeah, unfortunately his whole team just recently died, so they were nowhere near a position to help out there, and they were probably just crashing for the return.
Janksor with the grab, and oh snap, is here with it for Texas Militia, and he's sniped by GST though, and so both flags sing loose. Oh, there's a return, and there's a return, and everybody gets a return. It's like Oprah here, and we are down to 12.5 minutes, 3-2. A very close, very fun second round here on Katabatic between these two teams.
Yeah, I'm actually going to pay attention here because, with it getting close on time here, time is whittling. I sort of expect somebody to pull out a Shrike to really put pressure on the defense, as well as be there in position for plays and E-grabs, or even just, main cap out of the Shrike. Try to get a quick, turn this around really quick, either one of the teams.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see Shrikes come out on this particular map. This is always a fun one to roll those out. Maybe not a Beowulf, probably not a Grab Cycle, but a Shrike, yeah, most likely. Just don't see enough Grab Cycle grabs anymore, man.
I know, I wish there was more. I wish there were more. I wish it was more utilized, for sure. And I think it will. Swordfish is... he's out. He's not clean, and he's up pretty high. He could get sniped out here. Very low. He might even crater. Nope.
Yeah,
nope,
he barely avoids it. 28th health. He's going to have to be careful how he lands, as he's got Mog over there to pass it to, and Rincewind is... No, he didn't take him out. I'm not sure what happened there, but this one is passed down and bounced. Boots with the Fur is going to try to get the return. He's going to battle Mog for it, as Swordfish is coming back to get it, but no, a big return. They take it away from him, and just as that happens, Dump Truck Mario passing through with the flag, hoping to tie this thing up. Coming back around to the stand now, as nope, who's there? Hotwire is there to try to give him some overwatch as he comes in, and he's going to get this cap and tie this thing up. 3-3. What a play!
Yes, I love it. I love the good games. This is great. That was a huge. They were able to get that return there, even though Mog was there to escort. That was a pretty big return. It opened up an opportunity here for them to get back into the game real quick. And now, we're down to 10 minutes left and it's tied. Both teams setting up. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, looking good for Texas Militia. All of a sudden, they've got a little bit of momentum. Can they capitalize on it? Janksor and Swordfish coming in for Knightron to put pressure on the stand. On the other side, we'll see Hotwire and O-Snap coming in, but they are stopping to try to battle at midfield. We see GST and Rincewind are taking that vantage point on that high mountaintop in the middle there, and that's a good place to set up shop if you can hold that ground. And they are doing a pretty good job of keeping everybody from Texas Militia from advancing. Again, Hotwire coming at him, though. He's going to try to at least put some pressure on there as their forward attack is distracted. Here comes Dump Truck Mario, and something happened there. He kiwied or something, and then he got sniped by GST.
I think that was on purpose because he was getting shot at early by GST. And if you notice, they got another cap on the other side that nobody saw because they probably called for that. So yeah, it was perfectly planned. I think he meant to actually just crater and
the cunning plan. Yes, because Trash does get this and punts it a good distance. And who's going to get there first? There are people there's GST who's going to try to get it. Swordfish, Rincewind, Boots with the Fur, OST. Wow, they took everybody out and got the return there. So a nice play by the Knightron guys to stop that one, as they had to battle several of the Texas Militia players coming in to stop that, and they made the correct choice to go ahead and go after the players and not the flags. Sometimes we see some hesitancy from teams, on which of those things to play, and that was the correct call in that case for sure.
It's actually really nice to see. Like I could see the coordination that's going into Texas Militia here. They have GST again midfield, and see, he's a problem. The LO are trying to clear him because he's able to get early spots on caps, and even if he can't snipe them out, he gets a spot on them, so that the defense back home is expecting them, and it mixes out on the other side. They just keep doing this. One is soaking up the damage, and the other one is going the other way, and this is how it's working for them.
Texas Militia dancing with the one that brung them, yes, as Mixed Trash has got some pressure on him from Rincewind there, who is going to take him down and get the return. Meanwhile, Mog with the grab, going straight up and over. He's got a open stand now, a little bit of pressure coming in, but he's going to make it back and get an inventory reload. I don't know if he meant to do that on his way to the stand, but what the hell, it works for him. And they're up 4-3 now with that play. 7.5 minutes left, and that's Knightron going up by 1.
Dump Truck is back home, basically, man. He's low. He's very low, and he's running into Reddish here, which is probably a bad idea, but he's going to try. Here it goes. Flag is loose.
And Reddish Blue gets him. Now they're going to try to get a return here. And there's all sorts of people on the stand trying to get the return now. Janksor gets it in the midst of traffic. A big play by Janksor there to stop the point from Texas Militia. But Mixed Trash, again, just working that chain grab. Again, he's taking this high route up and over the mountains like Uncle Rico. He's coming around and coming to he's got some chain fire from Mog behind him. Rincewind there. He's going to punt this as it's going to Hotwire. Big play there. He mid-airs it and passes it. And now, wow, who's going to get it now? A big battle now. Texas Militia has taken everybody out, picks it back up. There's Janksor trying to get another big return, and he does! Another big play. And so holding at 4-3, but just by the skin of their fingertips, man. It's, wow, this one could go down to the wire as we are at 6 minutes left. It is 4-3, but very tenuous lead by the guys in Knightron.
Yeah, man, I cringed just a tiny bit when Texas Militia, they made that perfect midair catch there, you saw, and it didn't need to be passed at that point because he had enough health. What he needed to do was group up with his teammates, turn around and start killing people out, but unfortunately he tried to go for the pass, which would have worked great if it made it to the stand, but it didn't make it. So, it was loose and it was a scramble, and Jason was able to be in position to make a play.
And the crash teams will set up here. Reddish Blue and Janksor setting up for Mog and Swordfish, who are running, yes, those ghost routes. And Mog is going to go ahead and take it first. And nobody's really taking these more circuitous routes. They're just going straight up the middle here. And Mog is on his way back, but there's Hotwire. He does a nice bounce. Swordfish picks it up and is going to thrust in for the cap. Just in time to make it 5-3. A big play by Knightron to go up by 2 with 5 minutes left.
Yeah, that was just in time too, literally. I mean, if Sword wasn't able to make that so clean, then they might have killed him out, and then it could have possibly been a return or even a standoff situation, because there was a capper coming in the back that they were able to actually clear up afterwards too. So nice play coming out of Swordfish there.
Texas Militia is working on trying to get a couple of points back here. As 4.5 minutes left, they do have time to do it, and they have been moving the flag very well. So we will see if they can rise to this. As I see Dump Truck Mario coming in, there's Hotwire, of course, over here hassling people. Oh Snap is there. Is he going to clear the way? Mog with the grab on the other side, though, for Knightron, and he's at half health now. But again, just that hilltop move is going to go up and over, and Hotwire and is waiting for him at the stand, takes him down. Flag is dropped, and who's going to get this one? It is returned.
It's returned. Nice snipe coming out of GST there. He actually sniped the flag out, stopping Dump Truck Mario there, and they're able to get the return as well. So if the snipe didn't, I don't know if he didn't connect that snipe, I don't think they would have got that return.
Yeah, that was a big play. As we are 3.5 minutes or so left, the 2-point lead is a very solid lead. But as we've seen, you can score points pretty quickly on this map. So Texas Militia now taking some time to regroup and set up and a little bit more deliberate in their actions here, because every point counts and time is of the essence, and other cliches I could probably think of to throw in as we watch them come in on the crash. Here is Mixed Trash, and he's going to reach the body block by Frances is going to take him down before he can get there. So that's going to halt their advance, at least for now. See if where's Dump Truck Mario? Usually he would be coming in here. As on the other side, Mog is looking at, he gets body blocked or something, or he just ran into the stand, I think. As, he kiwied. Yeah, I hate to keep saying Kiwi because I love Kiwi. But, he should be proud that he's part of the lore now of Tribes.
Agreed. I would be honored too, man. You pulled the Kiwi. Your name will forever be in the game.
Oh, man. 2.5 minutes left. And it's starting to look pretty good for the guys in Knightron. But there's Mixed Trash. I guess he didn't have the angle he wanted, so he's going to K out before he makes his run here. And so they will probably try to set up to do something a little bit more coordinated here. Meanwhile, the coordination on the other side, no problem, as Swordfish... Oh, but he is, that's conked away? Nope, yeah, it is conked away.
That's a nice run there.
Yes, very good, very good. And Swordfish is going to have to fight it out with Boots with the Fur again, and Boots with the Fur is going to get the return. So he does give his team a puncher's chance anyway, as we go under 2 minutes now. They're going to have to score 2 points very quickly, or at least score one, and then get the flag and hang on to it to force an overtime. So, and we see they are all over the blue stand right now, and Mixed Trash is going to have a chance to get loose with this. Down to 439 health, but coming back up and over the cave. Janksor going to E-grab it and conked out of his hand, and they're going to look for a return here and try to time it, and perfectly timed. Mixed Trash gets the point, and wow, they are close. They're within one with a minute left. Dump Truck Mario with the chain grab, taking it up Route 1, coming through. Swordfish is there, and he's going to E-grab it for the Knightron team. And Dump Truck Mario is taken out, though, and the flag bounces loose. Oh, Snap is there with it. But Swordfish on the other side hanging on. So now some pressure coming in. Mog trying to get him, but oh snap with another, that's a double kill there with the flag in his hand. So Texas Militia fighting hard in this second round. And we may be looking at a standoff here, which would indeed force overtime. But there's Janksor doing the hide and stealth thing. But he is taken out by Dump Truck Mario. And they get a return. This is a possible chance, but the flag is loose. Reddish Blue trying to get there in time. No, Mog with the E-grab stops it. Reddish Blue trying to get this return. He's not in a big hurry to do so. I'm not sure what he's there. And Mog does drop it. Dump Truck Mario picks it up. And he's taking out Ritzwin, thrust in to get the return. And that's going to hold that. And that's going to be the second round. And it's going to go to Team Knightron with a spirited effort by Texas Militia. Man, that was as close as you could get. 5-4. And they almost forced an overtime there. But some big plays back and forth. We're seeing this is a street war, man. This is toe-to-toe. They are going at each other. It's a lot of 1v1s, a lot of 2v2s, a lot of face-to-face battles that are just going teeter-totter back and forth between these two teams, but so far it's 2 points on the board for Team Knightron, and we go to a third map, Texas Militia hoping to pull away with a point from tonight's game, and they have certainly worked hard for it. So we'll see how this third round goes.
Neither one of these teams, man, they don't waver at all. They go straight to the end. Like, I mean, I thought that standoff was going to bring us into overtime. I thought that was going to be the standoff to bring us into overtime, forcing sort of an awkward position for both teams for different reasons. But 4 seconds before the end of regulation, he comes in against the return, you know, and actually Reddish Blue there, he did the smart thing, even though the flag was right behind him. He didn't realize, but if he turned his back to look for it, he would have been dead. He was low enough that he just would have been dead if he turned his back for 1 second. So he was trying to chain them out so that he could maybe set up a easier return for his teammates, which is actually how it played out. So very nice plays coming out of both teams.
Yes, indeed. And we'll see if there are changes made in the lineups. It looks like there probably will be, because each team is showing 5 right now. So I would suspect they are bringing in people. They're Bella Omega specialists, obviously.
Exactly. Because they both subbed, but it didn't falter in any kind of ability from both teams or chemistry in any way, man. They're banging. They're banging.
Yes. Now here's a map with some history. This is one that has been changed several times, taken out of the game a time or two, and now is back. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time it's been used, this season 2 of NATL is the first time we'll see it in competition. So maybe some freshness coming in, and that may alter the complexion of how this third round goes, because people may not have as much of a standard strat as something like Katabatic, which is a well-established map. One thing about this one, it does have those big force fields, so the generators come into play. If you can take the generators down, you open up a lot more of that flag stand direction-wise for the cappers to use.
Yeah, and this map in general, it opens up a lot of creativity when you have the underpasses, the speed tunnels. Llamas could work on this map if you have proper escort in the middle. The middle is pretty important area to hold. I think we'll probably see a lot of battles, duels here in the middle of the map, just because anything that's walked out or anything that even goes in the underpasses can easily be cut off at that point. Most cap routes don't. From the middle, you can crash a stand if a cap route gets out side to side or something like that and takes a long approach back towards home. You know what I mean? So it's just, I think it's going to be a lot of battles here in the middle of the map, and it opens up the door for a little bit of creativity for these teams. It's another one of those that you never know where it's going to go. Can't compare it to the last two, and we'll see what happens.
And we hope you're enjoying it and watching as much as we're enjoying casting it. And see some virtual daps going on in the chat for Helemar on the camera, who is indeed doing a great job of bringing this to you and showing you all the action as we are set to go here. As right now the blue team only has 6, so they are down 1 person. They are gonna, in Tribes Ascend, we normally play 7v7 as determined by lots of trial and angry hair pulling. So they will be looking to add another person in here, hopefully. I'm not sure who dropped.
Yeah. I'm actually not sure either. It might be one of the subs that's on the way in. Somebody just might be connecting right now. I'm sure that if they haven't said anything, he's probably on the way. There he is, Kevin.
Kevin, yes, another veteran of Tribe, and a good selection for your 7th guy, certainly, as he will start on his spawn, as is Janksor and Mog. They will be spreading out and heading in to try to crash the stand, as Snap and Nazman are there to do the same for Texas Militia, but they are both taken out. So Knightron, with early defense there, looking very strong, as both teams are kind of feeling each other out here. We are very early on in this third and final round. The first 2 rounds went to Knightron, but the first one a little bit more of a difference in points, but not much. Texas Militia is really playing well. I have to say these teams match up very well as far as their individual players and what they're doing. But I think the offensive, the crash that we've seen from Knightron has just been superlative, and that's really going to carry them well in this Pro League Season 2, I think, if they can keep doing it at that level.
Absolutely. It's great to see these two teams go against each other. GST, did you notice where he was sniping from there? He was up on the tower in the middle of the, the base tower, the long base tower there. Just up. They just couldn't get up to him. I saw the imp trying to get up and just couldn't. But here we go. Kevin's walking it out the mid here. Like I said, here's one of the llama escort.
Yep, a little soldier capping, and he's going to drop it, but before he does, he punts it a pretty good distance here, and now Reddish Blue is going to pick it up as Hotwire and who is their Nazman, Hotwire is going to E-grab it now, and he does, is that a conk? Wow, knocks it out of his hands. They get a return and two returns. Wow, and suddenly, wow, we thought that was going to be a pointer. I did. I can't speak for everyone, but it sure looked close. And a big play stops it from happening, though. Both flags reset early on here in this third round.
Oh, Snap had, like, barely any health left. He was the only one in the area to do anything about it, and he got the return. Very nice. Somebody said they were choosing between the names Aces High or Knightron. That was the... I don't know. To be determined was a pretty good name, I thought. But I thought so too. It was creative, but they have all the names.
You have to love the ambiguity of it. Yes. And
Cap is
both
crossing
generators down, so that's opens up these flag stands a little bit for the cappers, which could prove to be very important, depending on the routes that they use, or if we're just going to see more llamas up the middle. This is a map that's the bases aren't too far apart, so you can get away with kind of just clustering it straight down the middle. And Kevin is going to take another route entirely and go subterranean with this thing, as he is underneath in the bowels of the map here, and they're going to have to follow him as there's Big Bad Bert doing so, it looks like, as he's down there somewhere. I'm looking up. Yes, okay, and he pops out of the hole there. Sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't, man, because when you see people waiting at that hole, it's the murder hole. As Rincewind is going to advance this, though, as oh snap, gets him, and wow, but he picks it back up.
Who's there?
That was a call.
Who is there?
Who is there? Hotwire, and he's going to pass it over him. A good play there, but is he going to get the return, possibly? Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Did he? Yes. Yeah, no, he didn't.
No, they got it.
He got the point. Oh, so close. Wow. You have to love the play, though. Just pass it straight over the guy. Yeah.
Actually, it's funny. I mentioned GST was in the middle of the tower there on their side. And I then soon later realized Hunted went ahead and just went to the very top of the tower. And now both snipers are at the top of their towers. And pretty much untouchable from anybody besides themselves.
Wow. That could certainly be a factor, man. The sniper is always a hassle on maps like this, where it's a little bit more straight across and linear. So, especially when they're in a spot like that where they are difficult to reach, to say the least. As we will watch as both teams come in on the crash here, Reddish Blue and Janksaw doing it for the Knightron in blue. And Mog is going to go for a grab here, not super fast, but fast enough. And his stand is looking pretty open. Hotwire is back in the back. Is he going to get there in time? That's the only question. As Mog is going to get up, and he gets body blocked by Frances, his own guy. Hotwire grabs it, and Frances is going to pick this up. Where's the other flag? It looks like it went down in the base, and they're going to return it and get the cap. And after all that, it is 2-0 in favor of Knightron.
Oh yeah, I was watching Hunted snipe Mog there across the whole map. Like he never lost line of sight from up at that point. Actually, I've seen this before. It's just interesting that they chose to go with this straight away too. So what the new meta calls for, I guess.
Yeah, this map could end up being pretty silly by the time things are said and done. in this particular round. As Texas Militia is already down 2-0, and they are hoping to at least capture this round so they can get 1 point. Each of the 3 maps counts for a point in group stage for NATL Pro League. And again, that low route, about as low as you can get, as underneath the base here, as that's snap. Now I'm looking at him now. He's in the tunnel, and he's going to pass it to Hotwire there, who is going to pick it up. They get a return on the other side. Frances does take him out and get the return, and so both flags will reset. As we go under 18 minutes, it is still 2-0. Now Reddish Blue with the grab, and again he's taking that underground route down in the tunnel, as he's got a little bit of escort to do it with here. And now you'll see a very smart play by Knightron to have guys waiting on him upstairs to do the escort and also fight off some of these guys that might be coming in. The pop and draw quick return on the other side does reset that flag. The snipe comes in, but Janksor picks it up and advances it, and he's got 4 guys. There are 4 people, yes, coming in on the attack here, and they're going to need them because these snipe shots are just deadly. I mean, nobody is safe. That's one reason these downstairs routes are starting to come into play now. Again, here's Hotwire, though, trying to sneak in, almost gets it off on Kevin there. Kevin is going to go up and over, get the cap, and make it 3-0. And Knightron having a fight for it at the end here of each of these, but they are getting it done at the point of contact there at the base, and that is making the difference. A 3-point difference so far.
Yeah, you notice because both snipers are up there. Both, it is Knightron who's electing to bring it underground, basically negating the sniper from up there just altogether. GST is having fun with the snipers from Texas Militia here, actually, because he just has free range on them. And then when they walk it out, basically you'll see a struggle for the exit of it. It's not worth chasing a capper or anybody that's getting out in the underpass. It's better to just go ahead and control his exit. And that's what you see a lot of battles going on there just for the control of that. And yeah, like you said, Knightron
Nightmare
did a great job with that. Well,
Nightmare would have been a good name too, yes. But here's Kevin with a grab, and will he be going the underground here? Yes, mind the gap, as they say. He will be going into the tunnels. And as you said, that is a good thing to do with the way this map is playing out. He's going to run into Big Bad Bert, though, and just speed right past him as he continues on here. And he's got people waiting on him upstairs, but they are not, well, there's one friendly and one unfriendly, as Boots with the Fur is going to be there. He does get taken out, though. Who's going to pick this up? Reddish Blue in traffic now, keeping it going. Lots of chain fire coming in. Rincewind there, hoping to advance. Does so. Picks it up, keeps it going, passes it to Frances, and they are just doing the bucket brigade. And Frances in the Doombringer, going to try to push it back. No! Big return.
Nice.
And wow, that one is stopped before it can get there. And finally, one of those does connect. And Janksor with the Juggernaut grab. He is just coming back slowly across the map, and this one is going to bounce free now. Who is going to get to it? Dump Truck Mario tries to. Mog picks it up. They end up taking out all the Texas Militia guys now, looking to push it forward, as Mog is going to drop it for Reddish Blue as the snipe comes in. Well timed there. He avoids that, and Reddish Blue somehow manages to avoid the second snipe shot coming in. The timed return, the cap, the 4-0 lead by Knightron, and they are in the driver's seat right now on this third and final map of the night.
Well, there's the other option you do have with the sniper being where he is, positioned where he is. It's walking across the middle, that's heavy. He can't snipe you out fast enough. You just got to worry about the chase, the LD, and the Knightron.
Yep. And another one of those underground moves here. Hotwire up the middle underneath, as we'll see what he faces as he kiwis himself a vertical kiwi. But this one is dropped, and a mid-air return, so both flags reset.
Yeah, Rincewind with a nice mid-air return there. Yep.
Man. An
What
interesting game so far, yes. A lot more interesting than the score might indicate currently. But Texas Militia looking to try to turn things around here. Boots with the Fur gets the return. Both flags back on the stand. 13 and a half minutes left in this round unless somebody caps out. And, of course, Knightron will be looking to do so here. Kevin with a grab straight up the middle. No escort. Going to be looking to punt it probably over this hill. No, he's going to go ahead and take it in himself. And he's got the chance to do so and does. 5-0 with coast-to-coast play by Kevin. An all-star capper. A big play there. Redneck is in chat. So hello to Texas Redneck. And hope you're doing a lot better, man. And yes, I would definitely sue from what I've heard. So hope things are better for Texas Redneck. He had some health issues based, I think it was a dentist. It was like obviously of the Steve Martin and Little Shop of Horrors kind of dentistry going on. So, but he survived because he is a survivor because he is a Texan. So shout outs to him and his team who is giving a valiant effort here. But Janksor with the flag right now for Knightron. He is going to punt it towards his stand, but that's going to be returned by Texas Militia. And yes, they are fighting hard for you, Redneck. They have been all game. I hope you've been watching.
Yes, they have been putting on a great show, man. They've definitely been holding the honor with you not there, man, and definitely feel better. From Tribes, yeah. Get better, man. Get well. Get back to Tribes.
Yeah, it's a great community, man. It really is, especially these days, as the people that have hung around are people that have love for the game, and we appreciate our Tribes community very much. And we hope to get more people involved. There are New Blood workshops coming up, I'm told, very soon. So if you're watching and you're interested in getting involved, there will be workshops to help you get into the game and do some fun stuff like these guys are doing here. Hotwire with the push up, and he passes it through the tunnel practically to O-Snap. As no, he is taken down. They're going to look to advance it here. Texas Militia hanging on to the flag. They've got some overwatch from the Shrike. And yes, with snipers in the positions there in this cluster play where everybody just gets in a fur ball and tries to push this thing forward, that seems to be an effective strategy. And we'll see if it works for him here. Kevin does dislodge this. And Reddish Blue with a big return just pulls it back. So the only flag out, well, no, there's Nazman with a grab to keep it alive. And where is the other flag? Probably in the lower
He just kept it, actually.
regions. The nether regions. Yes, oh, there he is. Yeah, it's the only one left. And Nazman is going to get a point. So it is 6-1 now. And Texas Militia does get a point on the board here, but they are 1 point away from this round being over. Frances bringing out that Shrike, and nope. As soon as I say that, he crashes it. So.
Oh, no. The only strike we've seen tonight. All vehicle mass, saw one strike, it crashes. Oh, he's got another one up right away, actually.
That's that caster curse they were talking about the other night, I suppose. No, he went and got another one. So he's all good.
It's all
New
good.
toys.
Actually, there you saw, Texas Militia, they actually got that capo because they've been, committed to this cluster play for so long. And through the mid, escort, heavy escort, all that stuff. And he just went ahead and ran a regular route, and caught GST sleeping a little bit there. So he wasn't called out. He was able to get that grab. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was that a strike grab? Did I miss it?
It was.
No, okay, no, it's a regular grab.
It looked like he was flirting with it, yes. But one thing is that both generators are back up. So the side, these force fields on either side of the bases are back up as well. So that's going to impede the progress of some of these cappers and routes. As we're at 9 minutes left, and will it go all the way? It remains to be seen, as Knightron is 1 point away from clearing this thing out and running the tables and getting 3 points tonight on Texas Militia. But TXM, you can't say enough about how well they have played individually. We have seen some great plays from them as well as Knightron. Just a good display of tribes tonight, man, for a Thursday night. I have to say I've really been enjoying this.
Definitely. And it looks like in this tonight for this game, this particular game, Knightron actually their preparation for the map, or who knows, maybe they play the map well together, without much preparation, but it's just working out a little bit more for them. Like I said, one of those maps not too many teams have too much practice with, but they decided to go into that cluster style a little earlier with the snipers being where they are, and I think it worked out and paid off for them.
And Swordfish from Knightron letting people know in the chat about the New Blood workshops and the Mumble. So definitely get involved if you like what you see, and there's no reason why you shouldn't. It's a cool community, and it could use a few more cool people, I think, as we're always looking for more people to play tribes. And now it's a little bit of ace combat as we have a Shrike battle going on. That's Frances, and who's in this one? Oh, it's the Nazman. And he's taken out. I thought he might be going for the Shrike grab. And speaking of grabs, there's one from O-Snap, but O-Snap, he's taken out. And O-Snap, they're probably going to return this. No, they're just going to hang on to it for now and keep it off the stand. They've got 30 seconds to play with it before it does return automatically. So almost 7 minutes left to play. And 6-1 still. Things have slowed down, a flurry of points in the beginning there, and now things are starting to settle in a little bit as we will see Knightron with a grab, though. Janksor is going to take it, but it is quickly dropped, and it is sitting down in the lower part of the base and will be returned. So both flags are reset, and well, as soon as I say that, here comes Nazman with a grab for Texas Militia. Rincewind is there, Janksor is there. We'll see who. Oh, there is the grab cycle. I see it revving up as Nazman is getting some pressure now. Janksor, he gets rammed by the Shrike, and the return is made. And wow, yeah, you got to watch out for that thing, man. It's dangerous.
He actually had a jet off the ground there just to avoid a Knightron, and he did a very good job at that. He just didn't know that right around the bend was Frances waiting on him.
The lurking Shrike, yes, you never know when it's like the land shark.
Whoa, dude, did you just see that? No, okay, no, I think Frances was coming in for a strike grab there, and then I think it was Hotwire that was an infiltrator, body blocked him, and then almost stole his strike, but then crashed it afterwards. He went in the strike and then crashed it. That was actually really sick on the fly play from Hotwire. Wow, Hotwire turned it up tonight, man. I don't know.
Yes, indeed. Yeah,
said his name so many times.
We have, haven't we? Yes. But yeah, things are going to get a little bit more fast and loose, I would suspect, here, as 5.5 minutes left. Still 6-1. Still looking for that final point is the guys from Knightron, and Texas Militia looking to counter here. Dump Truck Mario with the grab, and he is down in the base, and he's having to deal with Frances now, and they're going to have a little bit of a 1v1 in close quarters, which Dump Truck Mario is going to prevail in that one, and that gives them a chance to push through the tunnels now. Return is made, so their flag is back on the stand, and now he's got Rincewind and Kevin in this very small area here, like the back seat of a Volkswagen, and they are going to get the return as we go under 4 minutes. Still, this one may go all the way. I don't know. Can we bet Shaz Bucks on that?
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, it might possibly go all the way, dude. I think what's kind of happened here to slow it down is that Texas Militia has adjusted properly to the cluster play, and I mean, unfortunately, it's at the time where they have 6 caps up, but it doesn't seem like Knightron has adjusted or shifted back to the more standard play. Actually, now that I say that, Kevin is on a regular route here. It's not really timed. Oh, they're gonna try to time this with a generator dying. Actually,
yes. And Nazman runs Rincewind over with a grab cycle kill out in the desert. That's beautiful, man. It's very bikerish. And is he going to go for the grab here? Possibly. He does abandon his vehicle after that and drop down in the tunnel to deal with no, that's Dump Truck Mario with the grab. Janksor with the grab for the blue team now, and Oh Snap is going to try to pick this up and keep it going. Nazman does for Texas Militia now, got a little bit of escort and is going to need it there. Kevin is there. Frances gets another road kill from the air with the Shrike, and they are going to get the return here. So both flags back on the stand, and still, after all this vehicular manslaughter remix, we're still deadlocked at a 6-1 game as we near the 3-minute mark of this final round.
Yeah, man, you know, Shrikes don't fare so well against the standard fast cap, but in this scenario where they're kind of forcing each other into playing a more cluster style, the Shrike all of a sudden becomes a really, really powerful tool. But Oh Snap is actually out here, pretty clean. Nobody's on chase. I don't know if they've. Wait, Frances is on the way.
Frances, but he misses, and he does get some shots in. Now he's going to come back around for it. And he gets him on that second come through as he just looped and got him. And Janksor is going to get the return. Now Dump Truck Mario with the chain grab, keeping it going though. He's going to go down into the tunnels and just kind of hang out there. He may be waiting for his team to pick him up here. I'm not sure. And
he might be waiting for his team to call that they have control on the exit. Possibly. Probably,
yes. As he does zoom past the defenders now, but he is taken out. And that was that was Big Shanka with the return, I believe, on that one. So somebody said they wanted to hear me say Big Shanka, so there you have it. Big Shanka with the play.
Dude, we've got everything in this game. I mean, you wanted the grab cycles. We got a grab cycle kill. Somebody just tried to make a grab cycle cap. Unfortunately, it didn't really convert. Frances shot him in the face, unfortunately. But still, nice to see the attempts. Nice to see that everybody's having fun.
Yeah, pretty entertaining for his 6-1 game, I have to say. And that's what we've come to expect from these guys at Texas Militia. And I'm sure they'll be glad to have Redneck back 100% to lead them into battle here. As again, there's Nazman working that grab cycle. He's out there with Mog and just taking that long route. We'll see what he chooses to do with that. Big Shanka taking out the Beowulf, so the triumvirate of vehicles is reached here now. As he's dealing with Oh Snap, it's a 1v1 Beowulf versus person battle here, and Big Shanka looking to get some shots in. Oh Snap got him on the run. So Mog with the grab in the meantime during all this. Dump Truck Mario has the flag as well for TXM, and there's a kill as Big Shanka does run him over, but he's smoking in that Beowulf, and it's time to smoke him if you got him, because there's less than a minute left to play. And the return is made. Here is a chance, possibly. No, it's still quite a ways off from the base, as this one is probably going to sit there and be returned. 10 seconds left before it goes back to the stand. 29 seconds before this round ends. So we are What a Night of Tribes remix, and this has been a fun one for us, and hopefully for everybody out there that came in through the front page or was here because you're hardcore and you love Tribes, and we appreciate all of you very much. And this goes on all week long, every week, as Season 2 is just getting underway for the NATL Pro League, and some very entertaining teams, two of which we've seen tonight with great efforts. But put it in stone, your winner for the evening is Team Knightron, who are going to add 3 points to their tally in the group stage of NATL. And well-deserved. But got to give a nod to Texas Militia, because they played like champs tonight for their fallen leader, who is now getting back up, and glad to hear that. So they definitely did him proud tonight, I think. They did Texas proud.
Absolutely. These were great games. You could see the heart of Texas Militia through their roster issues and whatever. You know, they put up great games there. First 2 maps, it could have been anybody's game, you know. I'm actually really impressed by both these teams. I'm pretty excited, and I don't know if, you know, a little intimidated to see where where these teams are at by the end of the season. I mean, you look at Knightron, they just got together, man, and they're playing like this. They're playing really solid, you know. So it's going to be impressive to see where they get by the end or mid-season of the second season of NATL.
Yeah, you're going to have your hands full tangling with some of these dudes, man, I have to say.
I foresee some upsets coming. Yes, I do.
Well, we hope that everybody will follow along and definitely follow the channel because there will be tribes action. Generally, I believe it is. I think the games are Monday through Thursday most of the time now, and I'm here on Thursday nights, so definitely check it out. And Pro League will be continuing on. The season 1 was great, and season 2 is already shaping up to be something special. So we definitely encourage people to check it out. If you're new to the game, get into it. Check out the new blood stuff that's going on. There will be workshops. The game is there is a learning curve to this one. It's not Call of Duty, fam. So you're going to need a little bit of assistance, and there are plenty of cool people that are willing to help you out with that. And we definitely encourage people to get involved in that. We want to thank everybody who watched tonight, and both teams, of course, and Helemar. Are you there, Helemar? Can you unmute yourself and say hello to your fans? Usually he's a guy on the mic, and tonight he did cam, and an excellent job. Yeoman's work from Helemar, as always.
Yeah, I unmuted myself, and I normally do my own camera work when I'm casting as well, so it was nice to kind of take a back seat once in a while and just do camera work, even though everything shifted on me when I was doing the casting. All the background videos got screwed up, so it was interesting having to fix that on stream.
Well,
on the fly.
I'm sorry?
Hey, fixing it on the fly, that's always rough.
Yes, indeed. But a great job, man, and always a pleasure to work with you. And remiCs, this is the first time we've casted together, man. I really enjoyed it, and I just want to say you're a guy that gets a lot of respect in the community, and it is well deserved. You're a stand-up guy, and we think a lot of you, and it's been a pleasure to cast with you, and I hope to do more, man.
I thank you, man. I appreciate that. Same goes for you guys. Absolutely, Helemar. Thank you. You know, and it sounds like we're going to be casting again together, Winters, because I'm available on Thursdays as well. So right. Thursdays sound like our night.
Yeah, and actually,
sounds good to me.
remiCs and I will be casting on Monday as well, so you will be getting to hear him do a lot of casting this season.
Yes. Gotta get some practice in on casting. I enjoy watching the games as well as casting them. So yeah, absolutely. I'm in for the long run.
Well, you're definitely bringing a lot of knowledge to the table as a pro player, so that also helps. And but I think it's going to be a great season, and I look forward to it, gentlemen. I'm Winners with the One. You can find me at Winners with the One on Twitter, or follow us at IBN Casting, the independent broadcast network, a loose group of casters who cast all sorts of things. We will be doing Hockey ? Tomorrow night, the new esport of the future, if I can plug this on Hi-Rez's channel. Thanks, guys. But we will definitely be here on Thursdays to bring you Tribes of Sin, and all during the week there will be Tribes of Sin on this channel. So definitely follow it and get involved. And don't forget, Little Mama Sita coming in to carry you into your late night. Coming up next, you'll be sniping people, rocking your Chola style.
Helemar, we can't get in, so can you bring someone in?
I just pulled you in, Snap. But yeah, I'm trying to get some of the guys down here for interviews because I.
Oh, we're doing interviews. Awesome.
Yeah, I think so. So Dump Truck Mario would like to talk.
Okay.
From TXM.
Oh, let's hear from Dump Truck Mario.
Sounds good.
A great game, man.
Thank you.
And let's grab Franchise as well. He was wanting to come in.
All right, we'll stick. We're gonna have interviews. Woo!
I was actually gonna ask about that. Good.
We couldn't get in. Sorry. Helemar,
we're glad to hear your side of it.
We can do it.
I'm sorry. What was that?
I'm sorry. remiCs. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
No, I'm done too.
A stimulating interview so far, ladies.
All right, so back to me, hot potato. All right, so no, but I was just gonna say I'm excited to hear from you guys to kind of speak to what your mindsets were going into all three maps because of the differences between the maps and kind of what your game plans were. Also, possibly like roster changes if that was done strictly for a particular map or what the thought process was behind that as well.
Go for it, Franchise.
Oh, I'm up first? Okay. Well, as far as our game plan, we knew TXM is actually pretty tough on the very first map, Permafrost. We heard they did a number on Ego, and Ego's a really good team on that particular map. So we came in, we did a lot of scrimming on that particular map. With us being all brand new, had to get a lot of practice in. It's definitely our weakest map, but we brought it up enough to rise to the challenge with these guys.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I've actually personally heard that they are the team to practice against if you want to practice that map. So yeah, those were great games, man. Even the last one there, I know the scores don't show it, guys, but just seeing all the different ideas, like the two snipers on the tower, and how you guys sort of adjusted to that, and going more cluster / using the underpasses and things like that to avoid the sniper being so powerful up where he was on that the tower. Was that one of the things that were was that game plan executed because of that fact, or was that something you guys just kind of, it was working so you ran with it?
Well, I mean, I had gone into it thinking that I was going to get up on that tower anyway, because it's so ridiculous. I mean, you can see everything. I mean, sniping cappers is so easy from up there. So it's like you have to change your game plan. You have to take it in the tunnels. You just have to cluster the whole time. And then the sniper isn't a problem, but, I don't know. I wish that we could enforce some form of rule to say that you can't get up on the tower, or mod the map or something, because that is just ridiculous.
Yeah, maybe bring up a skybox.
You can't really do that mid map though.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not saying. I'm saying from now on or something.
Yes, you should have came in and said, "I now make the rule."
We'll definitely do it for the future.
As the commissioner.
Like
no one's
any
done
other
that
team
before,
you play,
so.
Yeah, any other team you play, it's just going to be that broken, unless we do something about it. But as far as our strategy, we felt comfortable on Perma. We got a lot of flags home on Perma. They were just better than us on standoffs. We couldn't hold the flag on standoffs. We had no problem getting out.
Yeah,
they had no problem getting out either.
Yeah.
It came down to a lot of standoffs. Yeah, I would say on even Kata as well. A lot of standoffs and great plays coming out of both sides. To speak to that issue with the sniper, sometimes it's not obvious until it's displayed in the way that you guys just did. So maybe you did the rest of us a favor in that way, and we can make a rule accordingly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Because we didn't ever think anything about that before either. We'd never seen a match where you got both snipes on top like that.
Yeah, we definitely knew that we were going to be able to do the Eye of Sauron once.
The Eye of Sauron. I love it.
That's awesome. Kata, you're talking about roster changes. We changed on Kata because we wanted to run specific double cap for that map. We felt like one cap could get the flags out on Perma, and it did. And we felt like because GST's pretty good snipe and Franchise is a good Hoff. I mean, you got good solid defense. We had to run a double cap.
Yeah, and I think it worked. Both teams ran double cap. It was working great for both of you. And I did notice that who you brought in had 199 ping, or we did. Winters pointed it out. So I was like, he must be capping. They must be running double cap on this map.
Yeah.
But yeah, great, man. Thanks for the game, guys. Those games were great. Is there anything else you guys wanted to say?
Well, I mean, just good games. Thank
God or just a shout out to Red. I'm very glad he had a good recovery.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
A shout out to Franchise's team for playing so well and winning. It was really good games. They were really close games. They were really tough games. I know everybody thought that we didn't have a chance, but hopefully we showed that we can have a little bit of competition.
Dude, that was not the story of the day. If anything, you showed that you definitely had a chance, especially on maps 1 and 2. Like I said, I mean, there was so many returns where there was just only one guy in the area with such little health. 1 or 2 more chains would have changed the story of the final outcome of those first 2 maps at least. So
yeah, absolutely, you guys played well, and I think it's got to give you some confidence going into the season, how well you played together as a team tonight, and definitely some things that can be taken from this game that will serve you well in the long season 2 to come for both teams.
Yeah, sure, man. We're not going to back down. We're going to watch VODs every single night and do what we got to do to try to get better. It's the only way.
I could see that I see the heart. I see the heart. I love it.
And eventually, I'll start to understand GSTM and actually know where you guys are coming from.
Yeah, he's like upper 35 out on the rate.
Yeah, it's
Oh
interesting.
my god.
He's a great snipe, man.
Yeah,
I don't know
he's
if you
awesome.
saw it in Cata. He actually bailed midway through to go change INI because he wasn't spotting well.
Oh wow.
That's why you
Wow.
crashed.
Oh, that's why you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
I
didn't give
never
us any
noticed.
problems until like later in the map. When he started pushing up.
He's
But
good,
thanks
he's
you
good.
guys for casting. I appreciate it.
And thank you guys
Absolutely,
for
man.
playing.
Thanks.
Any final thoughts or shout-outs, franchise?
Yeah, shout out to TXM, great game. Shout out to the casters. Love y'all. Love Bella. It's so much fun.
Kappa. And
Shout out to Vex. Because we're playing you guys next week and we're gonna take a map off of you.
Oh man.
bold words.
Shots fired.
Ooh.
And
Wish we could
remix.
bet Shazbucks on that.
Any last words or shout-outs from you?
Just a little recap. Obviously, great games coming out of you two guys. You know, thanks a lot for letting me cast it too. I really enjoyed watching. Also, Little Mamacita will be next, streaming here on this same very channel. If you guys want to check it out, she'll be playing the game. You'll get to see some first person. You can follow me on Twitter at remiCs. I'll actually type it out in chat because it's with a Z at the end. And I actually stream here on this channel as well in the mornings from 10 to 1 Eastern time, if you guys might want to check that out. Other than that, stick around, guys. There's a lot more tribes on this channel, and yeah, I mean, games like this.
Can I say one more thing before we cut?
Go ahead.
Totally.
Just one more shout out to Redneck. You know, I'm really glad that he's okay, and you know, we're really playing this tournament for him, and you know, it's kind of motivating us. So, big shout out to Redneck. He's home and everything's all right. So.
Yes,
Always
indeed.
glad
As a
to hear.
fellow Texan, I can second that, and I think you guys. Well, like I said earlier, I think you did him proud tonight with your play, and I'm sure you'll continue to do so all season long. I want to thank both these teams for putting on a great show tonight, and I think when you guys watch the VODs, you will be very entertained by them. And we certainly were here, and we hope you were watching at home as well. We are pretty sure you were, as your winner tonight is Knightron, and Texas Militia, great job. Want to thank you. And Helemar, thanks so much for your great job on the cam, man, for being just a silent cam guy. Not too shabby, sir.
What the hell is Knightron?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Oh, it's us.
That's you. That's right.
Yeah. It
You
was to
forgot.
be determined, and then we looked on there, and it's Knightron. Yeah, is the new name. So, just FYI, your name is Knightron. Yes.
But yeah, so thanks everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Remix Winters, for casting. You guys did a great job tonight. Remix, I'll enjoy casting with you on Monday again. That'll be great. Teams, Texas Militia, thank you for giving us a great showing tonight. Redneck, I'm glad you're back. I know you probably won't be up to it, but I hope to see you at Beer Mania tomorrow. If not, you know, just rest and do what you can, man. We'll catch you at the next one. You're always a great addition to basically anything. You're a wonderful guy. And thank you to Knightron, aka To Be Determined, aka some gigantic merger. I'm not sure what you guys are gonna change your name to next, but I'm
Too big to fail.
Too big to fail. There we go. Okay, so. And thanks to Jim for admitting these matches. And you know, if you guys enjoy this, as it was said, there will be workshops that will be going on tomorrow and Saturday. So you can show up for those. You can learn from some of the pros. You know, I'm not sure if Remix or some of the other snipers around here are going to be showing up and teaching some people some roles and some cappers and whatnot. But yeah, go to natribes.com and you can find out all about that. And my last plug here will be tomorrow night. We will also be having Beer Mania. It is an event that I host with the Drunken Legends guys. They've changed their name now, but it's something that I host on my channel, and that's Twitch TV /HELE_TCM, same as my name in there, and that's my Twitter as well. So if you enjoyed this, follow me and follow this channel, and we will see you guys again next week for some more casts and some more fun. So from everyone here at Tribes, keep watching, keep playing.
Good games.